G'day everyone. Figure it's time for a bit of a check-in, and not just any check-in, but I'm looking for my phone now. It's over here. A probably too personal and intimate update, but I want to update you all because clearly in the last sort of few vlogs, what I've been sharing a little bit about, my current situation. I don't know. I haven't been doing too great, and that's something I've sort of alluded to a little bit. And all of a sudden, I'm great. Like, I'm genuinely doing great. And there was a really interesting flick of a switch that I wanted to share with you because it was obviously very monumental for me, and like I sort of said in the last vlog, I think it's just good to talk about this stuff. So, again, warning, I'm just gonna be too open and be too personal, but that's what we do here. I have, for the last couple of months, for the first time in my life, been getting treatment for depression. This has been really confronting for me because I don't think of myself as a depressed person. Never in my life have I been a depressed person. And even in the hardest times of my life, my baseline is energetic and optimistic. It's who I am. So it was really weird to sort of admit, okay, I'm in this place, I need some help, and sort of seek that help when that's at odds with who I am, who I see myself as. So it was this real identity issue, plus the fact that my job and my hobby is to share of myself and my enthusiasm intimately with the world. So much so that millions of people have said, oh, let's watch that, right? Like that's huge. That's very cool. I'm extremely grateful. I'm very blessed. And holy crap, does that make it hard to be going through a hard time, because you have this need, especially when your personal brand is built on being authentic and honest and genuine and positive, that you're in this place of dissonance where, well, people are here for what I make, who I am, and who I am in my videos is always positive, like most of the time. And yet I'm not feeling positive most of the time. And it's quite a challenge. And the last few months have been particularly hard for me to record videos and get in a place where I feel good to fake it, because that's what I've been doing essentially. And I'll find, like, a lot of the time in the videos, I will, because I love being creative, the act of doing it, it's uncomfortable to force myself through it. And a lot of the time I would find some momentum, and by the end I'd be pleased with the outcome. And there's some satisfaction in that. But I've still largely, been doing that just, to keep the ball rolling and while trying to figure out more underlying issues and stuff. So anyways, the reason I say all of that is just to give the context of how sort of like glib I've been feeling for quite a while. Really not myself. And the switch flicked at a very specific moment. It's really interesting. It's really interesting to be thinking to yourself for months, why aren't I feeling the way I felt? Why aren't I being what I've been in the past? Why is this hard for me now? And very frustrating when it's like, it's always been something that's always been easy for you, something that's always come naturally to you, all of a sudden it feels like it isn't, and you don't know when it will or if it will. So that's been sort of the conversation in my head for a long time. Meanwhile, I gotta run this place. I gotta make sure everyone gets what they need in this workplace. I need to deliver the things I need to deliver in terms of filming to make sure people can do their jobs. Like, the first thing people have always said over the years I've done YouTube, if I'm struggling or in a place of burnout, is like, take a break. You need to, like, but I actually can't, because if I take a break, people's bills don't get paid. Not just my bills don't get paid. Like, I am everyone's job, So I have to problem solve it around that, which is a whole extra challenge. But I had this moment that I wanted to share with you because I feel genuinely great now. Like I feel cured, and it's kind of surreal. And I wanted to talk about that because it feels really good. And I wanted to share that with you because I've been sharing a little bit about not feeling very good. I haven't been sharing all about the not feeling very good because I don't like burdening people with that. Because I'm a people pleaser, and it's like, but I know you care about me. Like, and I really do know that. And seeing such kindness in the little I've been showing and how open people are talking about their feelings and their own struggles has just been so encouraging, and I'm really grateful. And I just want to thank you for making this a safe space for me and for making it nice for everyone here. But I wanted to basically share my moment a little bit, and also like just the good news that like, holy crap, like this is really interesting. But I was going to bed. I was in bed. It was midnight, and I'm like, I was continuing the same sort of ruminating, like, why do I feel like crap? Like, what is this? Like, and then like, what is wrong with me that I am not who I've been or who I am? And then a word came into my mind, like one word was like, I was audacious. And that just really just sat in me. And I was like, I was audacious. That word was like a kind of a bell ring. It was a really clear definition of who I was. It's clear enough that it sort of cut through the noise in my mind and the darkness. And all of a sudden I'm like, well, hang on, I am audacious, right? Side note, I know there'll be a bunch of people who don't know what audacious means. You're watching this on your phone, you can Google it. But audacious essentially means being willing to take big risks. But also to me, it sort of entails being a bit larger than life, being a little unapologetically obnoxious but consistent, like is audacious. That's always been not only part of my brand, obnoxious but consistent, kinesthetic learner, it's genuinely who I am. And I was up for, like, I had that thought, and then I thought, well, hang on, I am audacious. Like there was a little bit of ferocity in me that just went like, but that is what I am. And I was a bit like angry that I somehow wasn't being that. And it made me realize that there are a lot of things that I've brought into my life or workflow, responsibilities, and the way I interact with them that have created a sort of restrictiveness around my approach to creativity, to serve a structure, to serve a workplace, to be what other people need me to be for them, and to be what a system needs. And to basically, I guess what I'm getting at is it occurred to me that I've put so much effort in the last couple of years to be everything I can be for everyone else, for you, for people here, for my family, and to the detriment of actually serving my own audacity, to putting my need to be a little wild or unapologetic or just do stuff when I feel like it on the back burner, because that's not what a responsible company owner does. That's not what a director or CEO does. That's not what I was aspiring to be, was starting to push that out of the picture. And I realized in the middle of the night, that's the picture. Like that is the picture. The reason I even have a company to build and aspire to be better at running is because I've been audacious every step of the way. And the moment that hit me, I was up till like 2:30 in the morning just thinking, and then like kept grabbing my phone and like writing down all the memories of everything I've ever done that's been audacious, which I might go through in another video. But it just hit me so hard. I'm like, I've shared here before that it really helped me to, when I was reading Brene Brown's book on forget the name, brave something brave I don't know, brave something on brave leadership, but it was like it takes you through the exercise of identifying your core, your main traits, not like your what was the word, I forget, I'm not articulating well, your two main values. Thank you. And mine were authenticity and vision. And funnily enough, audacious to me is exactly both of those. I sort of want to like combine them and say, actually, I have like one value in terms of what actually brings me my soul like satisfaction in life, whether it be how I am as a dad or how I am in my content or the ideas I have. I realized I need that bit of me. And I realized I wasn't struggling to make videos because I was depressed. I was depressed because I was because I wasn't being audacious in my videos, because I'm being formulaic, because YouTube incentivizes restricting your ideas, playing it safe, analyzing what other people do, and make decisions based on what you can assess works. But actually, if you look back at my channel, and I think you could say one of the reasons my channel's grown so well over the years is because I've never actually done that. Like to an extent, I'll try and make wise decisions about videos that will perform well, and yet I'll also release a 7-minute video unedited of me sharpening a pencil, and it's the extreme pencil challenge. Or I'll like, do a Tiger King music video, like stupid stuff that like the freaking YouTubers as chairs parody video. Like there's so much stupid stuff that I put out there that lights my soul aflame because it's dumb and fun, and I get giddy at the idea of tricking people or like just surprising people or just doing something that we haven't done before. And I think I just have over time fallen into this trap of doing what I should do so much over time that quietly and really like subtly have been losing sight of who I am because I've been focusing on who I should be or what I should do. And this has just, it's been an awakening in me, and I feel totally different after that. To the point where I'm like, okay, well, I'm not depressed. Like I'm not like it's been all like almost a full week now, and I feel back to my normal self, like night and day. It's just stunningly cool and invigorating, and I'm excited about like ideas that I'm brewing, and I feel engaged with people here, and I feel really good. And I just wanted to share that, because that's not to say, depression's not a serious issue, or that, it's pointless seeking treatment or anything like that. Like, I am glad that I still, treated this like it's a separate serious thing. But at the same time, I do think that like with many forms of depression, or at least some, there are underlying issues that just take chewing on to find what the real connection point to your true self is. What is the part of you that's lost or missing or neglected or unfed or unloved, and finding that, or with or without help, like whatever the right path is. I don't have all the answers. I didn't have them at all for the last few months, but I found one for me that gives me an anchor. And just that word alone, like as soon as I start to feel like a little bit like, disheartened or tired or whatever it is, and I just think I'm audacious, it just like mists away. And I'm like, I don't have to be audacious all the time, but I get to remind myself that there's room for me to be me, and that that's the part I've been missing, is making room for that and knowing that matters and enjoying that is really important. And I kind of forgot and lost that a little bit. And I feel really good having realized that and found that a bit, to the point where I jokingly said to my wife, hey, what would you think if I got audacious tattooed all along my arm? And she looks at me like, like, uh-oh, I don't know if you're being serious. And then I looked at her like, that would be pretty audacious. So yeah, I have a new favorite word, is what I'm trying to say. I love the word audacious, which is nice, because for someone who struggles with self-esteem, it makes me feel a little bit more like I love myself too. And that's something I tend to struggle with, because I try and earn people's love and respect by making things. But I also now realize that just being me is enough. And if I can be truly me, I can be happy. And that's really nice to discover. And I feel really good right now. And there'll be hard days coming forward, I'm sure of it. But these moments of learning, it's good. It's what it's all about. And I wanted to share that with you. So be audacious with me, people. And I'll see you in the future.